Things have definitely got people a bit on edge in Stockton. Local businesses and residents have told us that they have really made some adjustments in their daily routines.
Yeah, and here to shed some light on this investigation is Stockton Police Chief Stanley McFadden. Thanks so much for your time this morning. We've got a bit of a two-parter here. First, give us the very latest in this update. Have there been any more information on the suspect or any more victims that you've been able to identify? And also, you said previously that you believe the killer is mission oriented. I want you to expand on that.
Absolutely. You know, it's been great as far as, you know, the community has really pulled together, you know, to bring tips to us. We're getting hundreds of tips by the day. You know, our law enforcement partners have been incredible at not only the local level, but also the state and federal level. You know, we've really pied this out to be able to overturn every stone in this. What we mean by the mission oriented is, you know, all these victims have had, you know, items of value on them, whether it be a wallet, keys, identification, and no items have been taken. You know, this person or people that are doing these killings seem to be very focused on the act of killing.
You know, the term serial killer really kind of activates the imagination into lots of different ways, and the story has, because of that term, appeared in headlines around the world. What are the pros and cons from an investigation stance of that term now attached to this case?
Well, you know, what we try to emphasize is that, you know, there's been a series of killings. You know, we don't know if it's one person or several people. You know, we have no footage that is showing a crime being committed. You know, after the first two incidences, you know, that gun was not used for over, you know, 400 days. You know, that's quite some time. So, you know, often, you know, guns will pass hands. So we just really don't know how interconnected things really are. We know a gun's connected, but as far as having a solid connection as to a person or persons, we don't at this time. But it's concerning for everyone. You know, I think everyone's on high alert. It's important that, you know, they maintain those safety measures that we always speak to people on, where you don't want to be alone after dark. You know, you want to be in a well-lit area. You know, these are safety measures that we talk about all the time.
Now, as far as we know, the shootings took place in two different cities. Is it possible that there could be more cases in other cities or even across state lines? How many different agencies are you working with right now in order to make that determination?
We're working with our local partners, our state and federal partners, which have, you know, extremely wide bandwidth, you know, to connect with other cities and states and so on. As for right now, we don't have any other cases that have come to the surface. You know, we're constantly, you know, looking at our cases that still remain unsolved, as well as other unsolved cases in the area. But at this time, we have no other cases that are linked.
What is something that no one has asked you yet about this case that you think is important for people to know?
I think it's important that we remember that, you know, there's families out there that have lost a loved one. In fact, today I'll be meeting with some of those survivors. You know, they want this person or persons brought to justice, and, you know, that's our ultimate goal, is to not only get this person off the street, but to help bring closure to the families.
You know, aside from calling in tips, I know you're asking the public for its assistance in all of this, but what else can they do? I mean, we've talked to folks and businesses who said that they're adjusting just their daily way of life. So what can you tell people out there this morning? How can they help you in this investigation?
You know, the best way they can help us is to stay alert, you know, have, you know, their situational awareness on point. You know, we need them to, if they see something, say something. You know, we want to follow up on these leads. You know, when you don't have much, you know, everything is important and needs to be looked at. You know, I'm a firm believer that, you know, someone knows when a crime is about to be committed, and they know when it's being committed, and they know after the fact that a crime has been committed. So we need those folks to come forward and really help us solve these cases.
How confident do you feel that you'll find this person or people?
I'm very confident. You know, my detectives have not gone home. You know, they're very passionate about this. You know, they're gonna work endlessly, you know, to bring this person to justice.
And just to clarify again, are there any new information regarding a person of interest, and are there any other victims so far that you've been able to identify?
No, we have not identified any other victims. It's been about 15 days from the last time this person has hit. So we have resources out there around the clock that are in these areas that would be an opportunity for this person to commit a crime. You know, we allocated our resources to later shifts just to make sure we can be out there, be more visible.
All right, Chief, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll take a quick
Thank you.
break and we'll be right back.